What's up? Hope you're all having a great day. Market's just closed.
We gave you all the answers. TRXT shit, you know it's cancerous. Don't forget about Africa. We brought you in the harvest, but why you hate on the kid?
So, Organigram graduated to the NASDAQ today, and that's some big news. It's some really big news. I'm pretty excited about it. I've been watching Organigram for 2 years, and I watched them go from a stock that was at $2 down to $1, and now to see them on the NASDAQ and be trading at around over $10 in Canada, it's huge, man. It's absolutely huge. Hope you're all having a good day. This is your boy Rich from RICHTVLIVE, kind of celebrating the fact that Organigram has finally graduated to the NASDAQ. It's been a long time coming. This is a company that's had a lot of problems. They have had issues with pesticides in their crops. They've had people doubt them. They've had bad days. The stock was at $4 in December. Here we are now. They hit $11 today before they came back down. They've now graduated to the NASDAQ. And I think this is time to celebrate if you're an Organigram Holdings shareholder, because they've been a massive success. Massive success. And I did a video today talking about all of their partnerships and all the growth potential. I see the sky being the limit here. I honestly see the sky the limit here. I think Organigram goes higher. You'd still like to celebrate? Yeah, why not celebrate? Absolutely. You should celebrate. You should absolutely celebrate. My email, richtvlive@gmail.com. So, yeah, Organigram graduates to the NASDAQ. It's big news. It's the trending news. One of the first Fab 5 that I ever talked about 2 years ago in 2017 was Organigram. I brought you guys Organigram 2 years ago. I told you they would be a giant. It took 2 years. It wasn't overnight, but they're a giant. And yeah, reporting 26 million in revenue, moving to the NASDAQ, being considered a big boy now on the biggest stage with all the biggest players. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I'm very, very excited. I'm very happy to see Organigram graduate to the NASDAQ. It's a good day for the industry. We now have IIPR on the senior exchange. We've got Kronos Group on the senior exchange. We've got Aurora Cannabis on the senior exchange. We got Canopy Growth on the senior exchange. We got Village Farms on the senior exchange. Man, all these big players getting onto the senior exchange, and we're just able to play in this playground with all these great companies. 2 years ago, if we rewind it, I brought you Organigram. I brought you Kronos Group. I brought you Afria. I brought you Aurora Cannabis. I brought you Canopy Growth. All 5 have exploded. That's a fact. All 5 have exploded. So, needless to say, I'm pretty excited about it. It's a very nice day. It's a very exciting day to be an investor. And if you are holding Organigram, which I know of a lot of our members are, you're waiting for Cannabis. Well, yeah, I mean, it took 2 years for Organigram to go up 500%. If Cannabis goes up 500% in the next 2 years, I think it'll be a good investment. What do you guys think? That's the way I look at it. I don't mind waiting 2 years to get 500%. IGNG on full alert. Yeah, it's nice to see IGNG doing well. It could be way more than 200%, 500%. It could be 1,000%. Nobody really knows until the day comes. So today's a day to congratulate and celebrate Organigram. They've been a massive success. They have relationships with every single province in the country. They're in the CBD business. They're in the dried flower business. They're going to be deep involved in the edible business. I see Organigram going way, way higher. I think there's a lot of upside here, and I think we could see the stock go a lot higher. Now, I'm not suggesting you go and buy it tomorrow. Watch it. If you see a dip, you see a red day, that might be the time to load up. They've just been on the NASDAQ. This could be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. So be careful. I'm not suggesting you go and buy it. That's not what this is about. You know, I was talking to you about buying it 2 years ago. That was the time to buy it. Right now, you know, it's definitely one to watch. It's definitely one to put on your radar, put it on your watch list. If you see a dip and you think it's a good time to position yourself, maybe position yourself. But it would have been way better to position yourself at $2 2 years ago. That was the time to really position yourself. Now, do I think it's too late? No, I don't think it's too late, but the key is to try to get in cheap. Try to get in cheap and try to get in early. That's the name of the game now. Try to get in cheap and try to get in early. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys. We have the greatest community on YouTube right here. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate you guys. Without you guys, none of this is possible. And it's been crazy to think how far we've come in 2 years and how far a lot of these companies have come in 2 years. I will never forget the day that Organigram had pesticides in their crops and it was all over the news. And they've come all the way back from that, where everybody said they were a huge failure, they were going to go out of business. I mean, I heard everything, every type of name for Organigram. It's going to be too late when the US legalizes it. Don't miss the ride. Absolutely. I mean, now's the time to load up. We don't know when the US will legalize, but if you position yourself now in the best US companies, you'll be able to take advantage of the ride when it comes. And we know there's going to be a ride with the edibles in Canada. And that will be October 17th, 2019. So we're only like 6 months away from that. I'm pretty excited about that. Personally, I think that's going to be pretty big. So I can't wait to see what happens here in Canada when they legalize edibles. And I think Organigram is going to be one of the biggest players that benefits from legalization of edibles. So I would definitely keep Organigram on your watch list. Keep it on your radar. They are a sleeping giant. They've done really well, but I still think they're going to do better. Don't run and buy it right away. Buy the dips. Remember, it was at $4 in December. We could see it back at $4. Who knows? We could also see it go to 20. This is the crazy thing about this industry. Nobody really truly knows where anything's going to go. All you can do is kind of hope you're investing in great companies that have good revenue, that are moving in the right direction. Yeah, man, 48 North had a nice day today. They had a very nice day in America yesterday. They're going to be getting involved in the edibles, in the extracts. And if you invest in the best companies with the best management team, with the best product, I mean, the thing I liked about Organigram when I did my due diligence today, they have one of the lowest cost per gram in the whole industry. That leads me to believe that they're going to be a long-term player. If they can compete with the price, the sky's the limit. Because price is the number one factor when it comes to customers. Like, customers want a good price. Yeah, they want it to, you know, they want the cannabis to make them high, but they also want a good price. Yeah, you know, I actually am involved with pump and oils. I own both. So I am familiar with Quadrant and the deal, and I think it could be big. I think it could be very big. So many great companies, so much great news, so much opportunities. The key is for us to get into the best companies early and position ourselves so that we can really take advantage of the rides when they come. January was a glorious ride. When will the next ride be? The last ride last year happened in July. It went from July to the beginning of October. So we could see it again. I wouldn't be surprised to see it again at the end of July. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on any news, any events. Yes, Rich TV makes people rich. Thank you very much. I mean, we try. You know, we try. And, you know, it's the thing is, I don't want you guys to rush out and buy anything just because I talk about it. Buy it because you've done the due diligence. Buy it because you've done the research. And you believe that it's going to be a winner. Look for companies with great revenue, strong management team, and moving in the right direction, so they're lowering their debt load, lowering their burn rate. If you can find companies that are lowering their debt load, lowering their burn rate, and building their revenue, and increasing their growth capacity and increasing their production, sky's the limit. And that's what I've been really learning over the last 2 years watching this industry, and seeing the trends. Like if you were watching my show yesterday, I predicted that BAM would go down because they raised money and did a financing. What has BAM done? They've gone down today. Why? Because they did a financing. So many people get angry at me. Rich, why are you hating on BAM, Rich? I'm like, I'm not hating on anything. The reality is when these companies do a financing, the stocks typically go down. That's just the way it goes. I wasn't trying to talk BAM down. That wasn't what this was about. I just watched the industry and I've seen the trends. And when stocks go up and then they raise money, they typically go down. Now, there are some exceptions that are different, and there's some stocks that will go up even after they raise money. But then there's a lot that are going down. So when I saw that they raised money, I immediately thought there's a chance it could go down. And I predicted yesterday they could go down under $2. So we'll see. I don't know if they will. They went down today. A lot of people were like, Rich, you were right, Rich. BAM is down. I don't really know what they finished at, but I predicted they could go under $2 because I saw what happened to Cannabis when they raised money and they went down. So there's a very good chance that BAM, I was thinking to myself, could go down too, and they did. So this has just been a trend. If tomorrow Aurora Cannabis is raising money, I'm going to say that they're going to go down. And if the next day Canopy Growth is raising money and it's like a toxic funding at a lower price, like BAM did, I'm going to say that they're going to go down. It's not about the stock. It's about the news. And typically when you see financing news, you're going to see the stocks go down. When you see these companies going on the NASDAQ, what we've seen is typically there's a run up when they go to either the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. And then the day they go on the senior exchange, usually they go down. And I feel like that is just a buy the rumor, sell the news event. So the next time we hear a company is going to go on a senior exchange, maybe what we want to do is buy it before it gets on the senior exchange and then sell it the day before it actually gets on the exchange or the day it's on the exchange. Because based on what I've seen recently, a lot of the stocks that have gone to the senior exchange, they run up on the news that they're going to the senior exchange, and when they get on the senior exchange, they come down. So we've seen the same thing with Organigram today. A lot of people were commenting on that. Rich, why is Organigram down? They're on the NASDAQ. I'm like, well, they ran up from $4 to they hit 11 in Canada today. It's a pretty big jump. So I'm not surprised that they're going to consolidate a little bit. That's pretty standard. And I would anticipate that that will be happening for any company that goes to a senior exchange. There'll probably be a run up. And then when they get on the senior exchange, there might be, a sell-off. We saw the same thing with legalization here in Canada. Huge run up from July last year till October. And then when it actually got into October 17th, 2019, actually October 15th is when we saw the market start to sell off. So we had a huge run up in anticipation of legalization. As soon as we got close to legalization, sell off. Buy the rumor, sell the news. What will we see with edibles this year? Probably the same thing. We'll probably see everybody buy the rumors, probably starting in July again, and run all the way till mid-October. And then as soon as we get close to mid-October, we might see a sell-off again. Pretty standard. We've been seeing this over and over and over again. Hey, it's my pleasure just to talk to the people, man. Anything I can do to help the people, communicate with the people. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from RICHTVLIVE, celebrating Organigram going to the soccer field. Organigram going to the NASDAQ. This is your boy Rich from RICHTVLIVE, keeping you updated on all the news as it happens. All right, part people, is your boy, and I'm out. Congratulations, Organigram. OGI on the NASDAQ, OGI in Canada. Your boy Rich from RICHTVLIVE, and I'm out. Peace. 500% gain.